Before Curaçao became our home, before we knew the hidden beaches, the local food spots, or the quiet roads on the west side of the island, there was one place that truly made us fall in love with Curaçao. The very first time Alinka and I came here on vacation, we rented a car, left the resort behind, and started exploring the island. No real plan, just curiosity. And somehow, that road led us here, to Watamula Blowhole. I still remember the feeling. The wind was strong, the ocean looked wild, and every few seconds the sea exploded through the rocks like nature itself was breathing. It didn't feel like the Caribbean postcards people usually imagine. It felt raw, powerful, almost unreal. Watamula is located on the far western tip of Curaçao, inside Christoffel National Park, one of the most untouched and beautiful parts of the island. To get here, you drive all the way toward the west side of Curaçao, past small villages, cactus fields, and dramatic coastal landscapes. The final road feels isolated and rugged, and suddenly, you realize you're discovering a completely different side of the island. This is the wild Curaçao. The name Watamula comes from Papiamentu and roughly means water mill. And once you see the waves crashing through the underground caves beneath the cliffs, the name makes perfect sense. Over thousands of years, the ocean carved tunnels into the coral limestone coast. When powerful waves rush into those narrow underwater caves, pressure builds up and water explodes upward through openings in the rocks. That's what creates the famous blowhole effect. One thing many tourists don't know is that the northwestern coast of Curaçao faces directly into open sea currents from the Atlantic Ocean. That's why the waves here are much stronger and rougher compared to the calm turquoise beaches on the southern side of the island. And honestly, that contrast is what makes Watamula so unforgettable. When we first came here, what impressed us the most wasn't only the water, it was the atmosphere. There are no big resorts, no loud beach clubs, just cliffs, wind, crashing waves, and pure nature. You can literally feel the force of the ocean around you. If you plan to visit Watamula, here's a small tip. Wear proper shoes. The rocks can be sharp and uneven, and on windy days, the waves can suddenly splash much higher than expected. Bring water too, because this side of Curaçao gets very hot during the day, and there's very little shade around the cliffs. One of the coolest things about Watamula is that it never looks exactly the same twice. Some days the ocean is calmer, and you hear soft bursts of water echoing through the rocks. Other days, especially when the wind is strong, the entire coastline turns into a natural show with giant explosions of water and sea mist everywhere. And at sunset, this place becomes absolutely magical. For us, Watamula will always be special, because this was the first place in Curaçao that made us stop, look around, and think, wow, this island is different. And maybe that's why, years later, after moving here and starting a completely new chapter of our lives, we still come back to this place every single time.